Hello friends and welcome back to my channel. My name is Katelyn from Florals.com, and today I am back with a new 6x8 layout which I haven't done in a long time, and it is for my new album project that I just announced a few days ago. If you haven't checked out the new album announcement, definitely check that out. It'll be linked down below for you guys to watch, where I talk about why I'm making it, how I'm doing it, and why I thought of it, because there's a ton of inspiration out there and this is what I came up with, and this is where I wanted to start. I've had this photo printed for a bit now, and I knew I wanted to use it with this kit, and now that we're nearing the end of July, I was sort of finally forced to do so, and I finally figured out where and how I was going to scrapbook it. And this photo is of two books I've bought recently, both of which are wonderful books, which is Amanda Gorman's The Hill We Climb, and then Morgan Harper Nichols' How Far You Have Come. Love both of them dearly, especially Morgan Harper Nichols. I love her artwork as well as her words, so definitely check out both of them if you haven't already. I'll have their Instagrams linked down below, as well as links to these books from some local bookstore options that you can look at. I got mine from a new local bookstore now that I'm in a new area, and I love books. But as many of you might know, I'm not a huge reader, so I don't buy that many books. I love the idea of reading, and I love the idea of, supporting the arts through buying books. So I like giving books more than actually buying books for myself, but these are two that I added to my collection that I probably will keep for a very long time and wanted to document. For this 6x8 page, I pulled out this super cute paper from the Lucky Us paper pad, which is Valentine's Day themed, but you can totally use it for anything. And then I mounted my photo on a piece of Lawn Fawn 6x6 paper that has these beautiful sort of rainbow scallops, and it's in this like light blue color because there's a lot of warm tones on the background, but I have the blue in the cool tone family popping in there as well as in the photo, so I wanted to include a little bit more of that to sort of round out the color scheme. And similarly, since I am working on such a small format for this album, being at 6x8, I want to include a lot of hidden journaling spots, which means I pull out some tags finally. It's been a long time since I've used tags so heavily, but I plan on bringing them back into my normal crafty routine in several of my crafty projects because I adore tags, and they are the perfect way to have hidden journaling, which is what I plan to do on this layout. I've gone through my How to Kill a Kit with Style kit a bazillion times, and I pull out some embellishments here on the right hand side. I have some Dear Lizzie chipboard pieces from American Crafts, as well as some Heidi Swap cardstock stickers, so lots of options for me to create some clusters. I wanted a secondary pop of yellow, and there wasn't a lot of washi tape that I had that matched this color scheme that we have in the background, but I ended up going with the yellow polka dot and doing a strip of that on the right hand side to give my layout just somewhere for the photo to sit. So this kind of creates a vertical shelf, if you will, instead of a horizontal one for the photo to cling on, and then I start building the clusters around that. Now, many of you guys know that I've recently started working on printing photos from home with my new printer. Probably a full review coming sometime eventually once I get the hang of using it, but I absolutely love it. I'll have it linked down below in case you guys are interested in checking it out. But it must be the photo paper that came with it, or the photo paper that I've had for probably 10 years, and no, I've never ordered a photo printer before, but I had photo paper for years and years. Do not put anything on top of your photos that is sticky because it will rip them to shreds. Now, I don't mind that it happened on this particular layout because I wasn't going to use that corner for any visual purposes other than layering, so I wasn't too concerned, but it is a little bit annoying that if I were to drop something, I'd have to then reprint it, but I'm very lucky in that I do now have the option to reprint it. So I'm just gluing down the bottom cluster here and end up moving that word hope to the bottom left. And if you guys don't know, these two writers do a lot of hopeful work and a lot of inspirational work, which I thought would be a perfect place to put this puffy sticker from Paper House Productions. And it also means I get an empty for this sticker set, so I'll at least have one empty for the month. And I end up pulling out those Studio Calico pink block stickers that say read, and it's really annoying that it was one of those grab boxes years and years ago, but I only got the front sheet of the sticker set, so my alphabet essentially ends at the word or the letter S, and it doesn't give me a lot of options on what to write. Similarly, I put this down crooked and then had to rip it up and replace it, but there's nothing you can't rip up or redo, which is super nice, and you can make it work. To finish off this page, I finally pulled out my roller date stamps, or these ones are actually roller phrase stamps, and finally used some of them. This one's from Simple Stories I Am collection, and I used the words like amazing and important because these are both amazing and important works. And then I pulled out the Project Life one that I have that's much longer, and there's some words and some like icons on there that I end up stamping, and this is just my VersaFine black ink pad, which is my absolute favorite one to use for my roller date stamps, or roller phrase stamps rather. So once I cleaned off those stamps, I ended up figuring out what I wanted to do for some final touches on this page. So what was fun about going through my enamel dots was I found these guys that I almost forgot about, and these are from the Eyelet Outlet from a long time ago, and I pull out some of the lovely pastels to match the background colors and place those across my clusters. But that is pretty much it for this tiny page. I'll have some hidden journaling under that tag. And what's also nice about tags is you can do both sides and not have to worry about it too much. And I really love this being one of the main pages in my album, and so far the only page in my new album. And if you haven't checked out that, I'll have that announcement video linked down below so you guys can learn more. But thank you so much for watching. Make sure you check out the blog post to learn more about this project. Thanks guys. Bye.